guys.
So you see people from all over Ontario, Canada, the US, because do you
Uh,
know why? We have a mega webinar today, which means we have Canada and US agents. So that means we have you all covered, right, Charla?
Absolutely. I see somebody from uh snowy Newfoundland, Nova
Ooh,
Scotia. Yeah.
I bet I'm
Texas.
wow.
Yay. I'm from
Well,
Texas, you guys. I'm out of Dallas, right outside of Dallas is where I'm based.
and we are
Very
going
cool.
live on Zoom. So we have our Zoom agents. We're going live on Facebook. So we have our Facebook agents as well. And I think you've got quite the crowd, Miss Charla. So I'm going to just get started with some housekeeping and intros, if that's okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, welcome, spoiled agents, to our Majestic Resorts Discover the Majestic Way of Life. We're going to learn all about the Majestic Way of Life, and our friend Charla Francis, who's a business development manager in Texas for the West region, is here to guide us. And hello and welcome. And I'm Susan from Spoiled Agent. And like I said earlier, if you're just joining us, we have what we call a mega webinar today. We've got US and Canada agents all together. So it's going to be great. So just a few things if we can go over. Not to worry, this session is being recorded because I get that a lot. Again, we're joined here with Zoom and Facebook. So if you have any questions and you're live on Zoom, please add them to the Q&A, not to the chat. And why? Because the chat is going to move up. We're going to lose it. And Charla's going to table everything at the end that she has not covered. If you're joining us on Facebook and you have a question, please put in the comments and I'll check in with our Facebook friends periodically. So I think without further ado, Miss Charla, I'm going to let you take this over. And we really look forward to hearing all about the Discover the Majestic Way of Life. And thanks for your time today and all of the spoiled agents as well. Hello, everybody. Over to you, Miss Charla.
Thank you guys for joining me. And again, you're going to see with this presentation, I have 3 different videos, and I will not be able to talk over them because you can't hear me. So I hope that you will enjoy them, and I want you to look at the beaches and just how they are and how gorgeous they are. Also, at the end of the presentation, there's going to be a slide of the map of the U.S. So obviously, for you guys in Canada, you have Gabby and her information and is going to be on there. If you'd like to take a picture of that, I will be pausing there. So, like I said, without further ado, we're going to get through here. And this is how I like to present, is so you can decide why Majestic, when Majestic, what sets us apart from other, might I say, all-inclusives, and obviously our 4 different properties that we have. So here we go. And Majestic Resorts, just so you know, is family owned. A few things here that's going to set Majestic Resorts apart from a lot of others is we have mostly junior suites and 1-bedroom suites. Then it's going to depend on, are they swim up? Are they plunge pool suites? Those are different. I will let you know too that with any of our resorts, you do not need a train, a golf cart, or transportation to get around our resorts. They're very well laid out from the lobby to the beach. At all of our properties, when you're at the lobby, you can see straight to the beach. The longest walk literally is 5 minutes. So everything's very centrally located as well. We also have premium alcohol and liquor. And I say premium because this resort caters to North Americans, and Canadians. So premium liquor and alcohol at all of our restaurants, all of our bars. And that's one of the things that sets us aside. Also, each guest receives a bottle of their choice after they've checked into their room too. So that's a big thing because it's not just at one bar or one restaurant, it's throughout the entire resort, and it's name brands that we see at our liquor store. So that's another thing. We do not have timeshare or vacation club at any of our properties. Obviously, they're all air conditioned, and we have restaurants two that are al fresco, which means you have the outdoor option or an area that's outdoor, but they are air conditioned. All of our restaurants are, and we are all inclusive. When I say we are all inclusive, I mean there are no surcharges at our properties. If they want lobster every night when it's in season, they can have it. There's no surcharges whatsoever. So that's another thing that sets us aside. I'll speak on the golf that's included at the Mirage in Punta Cana. And again, we have Wi-Fi throughout the resort, and predominantly you're going to find out that our bread and butter is destination weddings and honeymoons, vow renewals, and second weddings. So you're going to find that out. Again, we are family owned, and you're going to see both sets of rooms. We're always going to have a family section of rooms and an adult only section of rooms for 18 and up. And that is called our club section. And we'll get into that in just a little bit here. Let's look at Punta Cana. This is in the Dominican Republic. We have 3 resorts in the Dominican Republic. They're right beside each other. And because of our restaurants, all of our resorts have the same restaurants, 7 of them. One of them has 8. But just to let you know, there's no exchange privileges needed because they all have the same great restaurants. So that's another thing in Punta Cana that's kind of common, but not with us. Take a look at this photo here, kind of to acclimate you a little bit. You're going to see at the top of the screen, the Majestic Colonial, right? And those are to the right of that little logo with Colonial. You're going to see our Colonial Club. Obviously, that is our 18 and up, adults only. And then those are family rooms there. The next property is the Majestic Elegance. And you can see those Elegance Club rooms. You also see that we have an Elegance Club room there close to the ocean front there, that section of rooms. Then you're going to see the last property down there is the Majestic Mirage. And that is our all suites, all club level amenities. In other words, the family section and the adult only, the Mirage Club, they all have those VIP club amenities at the Majestic Mirage. And at the Mirage, green fees are included as well. I just wanted you to see the photo of how they're laid out. And if you'll notice those red squares, that is telling you to the left, in the upper left up there, that is our totally dedicated pickleball courts. So we do have dedicated pickleball courts. We have tennis courts, but we truly have dedicated pickleball courts. And those are shared courts there from the resorts, but they're kind of in between at the base of where the Colonial and feeds into the Majestic. But that's our pickleball courts. The second red square you see there, that's called Caribbean Street. And that's where some shared logo shops, Majestic, all of that is shared between the Elegance and the Colonial, and the disco and the casino. That's called Caribbean Street, and that's where that things are shared between those two properties as well. Majestic Colonial, Punta Cana. Look at the beach. Look at that. We're very fortunate. At all 4 of our beaches, we do not have a sorghum issue or a seaweed issue. So just at a glance here with the Colonial, this is a more family oriented. I will tell you, you get the local culture feel there at this property. And we have the most repeaters at this property that literally have been coming 16, 20, 23 times. So you may notice that on some of the Facebook pages and everything. But 7 restaurants, 14 bars, and these rooms, junior suites and all that, they're probably between like 500 and something square foot to maybe 600. And you can see it's a 658 room property there. Again, that's just a view of our Colonial Club Junior Suite, and that's oceanfront. And the jacuzzi's to the left, and that's with an outdoor jacuzzi there. So this one is 532 square feet, or that 1 bedroom suite, which that's not the photo of it. It goes up to 1,064. So just going to go through some of these. I'm not going to talk about every, because we don't have tons and tons of room categories. They're junior suites with a jacuzzi, a swim up, or an ocean view, ocean front, and 1 bedroom suites. So again, the family section is for all ages, and we'll talk about the club section is for 18 and up. But I want you to notice the bedding, 1 king or 2 queens. Please note that, because that is not guaranteed. If you notice this one, it says 1 king bed. This room, swim up, is 1 king bed, 2 adults. That's the maximum occupancy. You're looking here at 1 king or 2 queens, it allows 4 people. If you end up with a king, then you will need 2 rollaway beds. They don't cost anything. They're actual real full size twin beds. They're not half beds, they're full. So I want you to pay attention to that, because when you're booking, which you book us through any tour operator, your favorite tour operator, you need to notice that if it says or in there, the bedding is not guaranteed. It's based upon availability when they check in. Our adult only with this, literally it truly is an adult only side section, our club section, and they receive VIP amenities, and you'll see those in a bit. But this is for 18 and up, and they always usually have two dedicated pools, 2 or 3 bars of their own. The club section has the upgraded amenities, and so they have things that truly needed to be adult only. They have their section that they can literally enjoy. And again, and if you are in the family section, you cannot go over to that Colonial Club section at all. So that's real clear. If you're staying in the family section, you cannot go over to the club section. And I'll talk about that difference at the Mirage. Again, our room categories, junior suites at the club, and we're going to look at Punta Cana now with the Majestic Elegance, our next property there. Majestic Elegance. This one is a little bit more adult only oriented, but I will let you guys know we have families and kids there. You just don't know it the way the resort is laid out. Again, 7 restaurants, 16 bars. Throughout all 4 properties, we actually have only 2 restaurants that require a reservation, and that is our French bistro, French restaurant, and our kabuki, which is our Japanese restaurant show cooking. You're able to make those using our early check-in process, which can be done 1 week prior. They can do an early check-in, and it doesn't pick their room, but it just allows them to make reservations and things like that. So those are the only 2 restaurants that require reservations at any of our resorts. So again, that picture right there is a swim up suite. You can kind of see that it swims up to the base of the room, and that one has the outdoor jacuzzi again. The family section, a few categories here, and it's just swim up with the view, jacuzzi outdoor, the jacuzzi indoor. We also have the room service in the family section from 7 a.m. to 11. Our Elegance Club is our adults only. This one has 5 bars and 4 exclusive pools for the club, and obviously upgraded amenities. And this is the adult only. Butler service comes with it, 24-hour room service. They have a pillow menu, but at the club here, we're not going to go over the room categories, but you guys will see these. And when you see club, Elegance Club, or the word club, that is our adult only section in each of our properties. And just a little tip before I run this video, if you have someone 18 and up, please don't quote them the base category in the family section. Quote them the club section, adult only side for 18 and up. Why? Because of the VIP club amenities. Some properties, it's very, very priced, but our price point is very, very affordable. And it's under $50 more a night. So it's just really something VIP to do for your clients. Let's look at the Mirage Punta Cana, which is our all suites, all club level amenities, and golf green fees is included at the Mirage, unlimited. It's 5 minutes from the resort. And here we go. Majestic Mirage, again, all suites, all club level amenities, and just want you guys to know, all the rooms are over 1,000 square foot. So when I say all suites, I literally mean it. This is our, very luxury, all club level, all suite resort. All the resorts are 5-star luxury, but this one adds a little added touch with the rooms. So the Mirage Club has 8 pools, and the rest of the resort has 12 more pools. This is the one that has 8 restaurants and 14 bars. And again, you can see to the right how large those rooms are, and they literally all start at over 1,000 square foot. So you have groups, any kind of group. You have golf, the spa here, they have their own spa. At the Elegance and at the Colonial, they share the spa and the convention center. But again, we have the Superior Suites here, and they are at a minimum of 1,000 square feet. Butler service throughout the property. 24/7 room service on those superior suites. That one is our sky view, that photo. So you can see it's kind of at the top of the building, and it's a rooftop with the outdoor jacuzzi, which is to your right there, and then it has a little beachfront as well. And this one is ocean front. As you can tell, it fronts the ocean. So that's just one of those room categories. Multiple categories here in the club. This is one of those, if you look at the family suite down here, it has a king bed, a sofa bed, and 2 Murphy beds. Guaranteed right there. It'll hold 6 with the 2 bathrooms. Again, pay attention to the bedding and occupancy, because if it says or, it's not guaranteed. So that is our the Mirage, and some of the photos there are some of the room categories. Again, the adults only, they have the separate living and bedroom as well, and multiple room categories there, depending on your outdoor jacuzzi or rooftop. And again, note the bedding and that. Free transfers to the golf, obviously a minimum 3-night stay at the Mirage. And they just need to purchase a golf cart, which is pretty standard in the Caribbean. Usually it's around $39, 40 something dollars. That just keeps the game of golf flowing using the cart. You can see also here that at the Colonial and the Elegance, they do get 1 free green fee for the family section. They get 2 free green fees out of the club guest if they're staying at the Colonial Elegance. So again, the golf is included there, as long as they have a minimum of 3-night stay. This is our shared activities I was telling you about on Caribbean Street, in between the Colonial, Majestic Colonial, and the Majestic Elegance. They share a spa, they share this casino, Majestic Logo Shop. That is our kids club, which we have fantastic kids club, you guys. Coco's Disco for the adults. And that's on Caribbean Street as well. Whereas the Mirage has its own, but those are some shared ones. Now we're going to flip over to Mexico. We're going to look at our Costa Mujeres property, Majestic Costa Mujeres, Majestic Elegance Costa Mujeres. If you're not familiar with it, it's fly into Cancun, and we're about, without traffic, 45 to 50 minutes from the airport. Isla Mujeres, the island of women, protects our beach. And again, we don't have seaweed sorghum issues at all. So let's look at the Majestic Elegance. When you're facing this, I have a little surprise for you. Since you're facing the photo, it's going to be to your left, but there's a little dirt moving around to the left there. And we have something that's going to be breaking ground soon. Obviously, we have that land on either side for growth. And if you're looking at this photo, it's going to be to your left. So let's look at the Majestic Elegance Costa Mujeres. It's our newest property. All right, so that's the Majestic Elegance Costa Mujeres. Has a little bit more contemporary decor and everything. This one I'd say is more adults only, but certain times of the year it's families. Again, you really don't see them or hear them. They have a different schedule. And like I say, they're over in the family section. And this one has 12 pools. The Elegance Club, adult only, has 7. And this is the one. And this is photo right here of a plunge pool suite. Okay. It's you come out and that's ocean front because obviously it's at the end of the building facing the ocean. So that is what a plunge pool looks like. Different than a swim up, different than a swim out. So that is a plunge pool where you can come right out on your patio and plop right there into the pool again. And some of our larger suites there, we do have the family ones that do go up to 1,000, but most of the rooms are between 530 square feet to 625. Just again, we won't go over the room categories. You can see some photos there of the swim up, which is the second room here. The difference in a swim out, swim up. And the 1 bedroom at the bottom is the one again that guarantees. That one is an occupancy of 4. You can see the guaranteed bedding there. At the top is the swim up suite. Just because you can swim right up and it has an outdoor jacuzzi. That sky view is at the top, the rooftop. And again, at the bottom, that's our oceanfront outdoor jacuzzi, and literally it is right there, ocean front there, and those are in the family section. The club, again, there's 2 oceanfront lounges for them, 7 pools in the Elegance Club, 4 bars, and the club amenities there for the adult only side. And this is the Elegance Club at Majestic Elegance. Room categories, still junior suites, swim ups, outdoor jacuzzi, or and then the 1 bedroom suites. That one has, you'll notice here, a lot of our honeymoons do that. 1 king bed, because again, that is our bread and butter. And then we have the swim up, oceanfront, the Elegance plunge pool suite. And at the bottom down there is the oceanfront plunge pool. So again, that's for 18 and up. I will step back at the Mirage. Forgot to mention, that's the only property where, because it's all suites, all adults, if you are 18 and up, you can go over at the Mirage only to the adults only section. But not many people do it. In the Costa Mujeres, Mexico, right outside of Cancun, the Majestic Elegance, we do have golf available. And we do provide the transfer to round trip with 2 or more guests once they confirm their pay. They've paid and booked their golf. So we have discounted rates, and those will be on the fact sheets, or you can request them from guest services. But I just wanted to share that. The beautiful course there. It's about 15 minutes from the resort. Activities. That top picture there is just a section of rooms. You can see how tranquil it is in between the rooms. The rooms are on the right and the left. You see the wood of the doors and all of that, and you see that fountain. We have elevators throughout the buildings, not 1 elevator per section. We have multiple elevators. I just want you to know that at all of our properties. This bottom is the Teens Club that we have at Costa Mujeres for your 12 years and up. We always have the Kids Club, which has everything they need probably for the 4 to 11. But this is the Teens Club, which has the pool tables, the foosball, all the video games. It has all kind of things inside this large room for teens as well. To the right, this picture does not do it justice. That is at the spa there at Costa Mujeres. It is built like a natural cenote. So if you look up at the sky there, you can kind of see a little hole. When you are in that area, you really feel like you're down in a cenote. It is so tranquil. So that's kind of there's a water treatment and some wellness classes, but I just wanted to point that out because if you don't know what that is, it's hard to tell what it is, but it's really tranquil there. And again, you guys know, I've told you our bread and butter is destination weddings, honeymoons, vow renewals, second weddings. So I want to just briefly go over this because We truly have a professional wedding department. It is not a department with people in it from just the hotel staff. Our wedding managers, Maria in Costa Mujeres and Flor in Punta Cana, that's all they've done is weddings, and they manage that. And they are the only ones that has access to the Info Weddings mailbox. No one else will answer those emails. And they will handle everything till the contract's signed. Then you go to a coordinator, and then 45 days prior to the wedding, you're assigned, and you have a specialist, and then 45 days prior, you have a coordinator totally dedicated to that bride. From 45 days prior, they're with you on property the entire time, all the way through the reception. So most people are gone after the ceremony from the wedding department, but not with us. So we don't want any he said, she said, or, oh, they didn't tell me I had to pay for that, or they said that was free. Our wedding manager handles everything till the contract is signed. So sets us aside hugely. Again, this free weddings here, I want you to look at it. You're able to get this portion. This is our basic wedding package. And it's for booking 15 rooms for 7 nights. It's a minimum of 105 room nights is how this basic wedding portion that you see listed here becomes free. So that is our basic wedding. Of course, it's a symbolic and includes a dinner up to 60 people. It includes a couple's massages. It includes breakfast. It includes cake, boutonnieres. You guys, that's $1,250. You can't get a room for any function anywhere, and certainly not here in the States, for that. Why do I tell you that? For those clients that can't afford a destination wedding or a wedding, they probably can afford the $1,250. For those clients that can't, no one's coming to their wedding, they could probably afford the $1,250, and vow renewals. So do we do many of those? Probably not, because you can a la carte add to it, different things, and sometimes they're $5,000-$6,000. But we do the 30, 60, $70,000 weddings, because you're going to see that we also do the full Indian weddings that were South Asian weddings that were totally certified in Costa Mujeres. So just a little honeymoon bonus. We do take care of honeymooners. You need to make sure that they bring their marriage license with them and note it in the booking. These are some of the amenities that they do get with their honeymoon bonus. This is part of it here. Obviously, fruit, champagne, late checkout, early check-in if available. And there's always banners. We love putting banners on the door for anniversaries, birthdays, you name it. We have a banner for it. You just need to let us know in guest services and all of that. So we just need to know about the honeymooners. We do have the South Asian weddings. We are fully certified, including the food. And so I just wanted to point that out to you. If you don't know about South Asian weddings, it's a minimum of 300 to 400 rooms, and they usually stay 5 to 7 nights. So we are totally certified, the whole resort, all of the staff. We haven't rolled this out in Punta Cana yet because we need to wait till they're fully trained, and we still lack doing some training there, because when you have this many people for a wedding, you want everyone at the resort to understand and know about the South Asian weddings. So get a couple of those a year and you'll be doing really good. And they're so beautiful. We have all of their ceremonies. They can do all 1, 2, or 3, whichever they choose, but we do all of the Asian ceremonies as well. I want to show you this picture. If you want to take a photo of it, or if you want to do something, this shows you the blue area is Fernando Francis. He's based in Punta Cana. Most of you probably know him. And the yellow area is Charla's area, my area. And then obviously Gabby has all of the purple, which is Canada. And our emails are right there if you'd like to take a photo of it, of the Majestic team. Just to let you guys know, we're on the road about 200 days a year. So just that's the way that we do our training, and through virtual. So I just want to thank you guys for your time. You can see there's our newsletter if you want to take a photo of that. I know this is on Spoiled Agent, this information. And thank you for joining me today. and I want to take a look at some of the questions. So please make sure that you look at we have Facebook pages for each resort, and we have one for BDM. So make sure that you go to those, because any announcements, we also will be launching very soon a travel agent program, our travel agent reward program. It's going to be rolling out. So you're going to hear that probably first on Facebook. Right now, it's on, our information is on Spoiled Agent, and we've been working hard to launch our travel agent portal program for Majestic.
Great. Amazing job, Charlotte. Really great comments. We got a lot of questions here. I just want to
All right.
address a couple quickly because I was trying to help out with the ones I could help out with. The travel agent rates, I'd put a couple of times in the chat, the PDF here on Zoom. For our friends on Facebook, it's also on Spoiled Agent. Under the supplier page for Majestic Resorts, you guys can access them there. That was a few. A lot of people are asking about sizes of rooms and things like that. So also all of the fact sheets have been provided for all of the hotels, weddings, golf, everything from our friends at Majestic. So again, it's all on the Spoiled Agent supplier page for Majestic. Okay, and I also shared all of Charlotte's email information. That's for the US, of course, plus she also gave you her colleagues, and also Gabriella's, who's here in Canada. Okay, so let's hit out the questions. I know you
All
talked
right.
about golf, if that's okay.
Yep.
Can you see
I'm
them
looking at
there?
the questions here, just to let you guys know. First of all, the Majestic Mirage, you have daily complimentary golf, and it's a minimum 3-night stay, and it's all included there. So the other resorts is a 3-night stay. It's not fully complimentary. You get one for the family section and two in the adult section. So I hope that answers that question there. It's on the fact sheets too.
Okay, there was a couple
On the
about
green
golf.
fees, yeah, yeah. And so lobster, if you don't know when lobster season is, it's in the R months, I believe. So it doesn't really fluctuate. But again, we don't surcharge for that or anything else. You want the $200 bottle of wine, we got it, but you don't need that at our resort. It's truly all inclusive with the premium alcohol, premium liquor. Yes, we do offer accessible rooms. We do offer connecting rooms. There are elevators throughout every building, so you don't have to worry about that.
Actually, Charlotte, just while we're on that, I checked in on Facebook, if it's okay, just on that
Yes,
same topic. Someone was
yeah.
asking for the Majestic Costa Harris property in
Uh-huh.
Mexico. Are the pools accessible for people to get in if they have mobility issues?
Yes, yes. We're able to
Perfect.
handle and accommodate that. It should be on your fact sheets as well. And two, let me see here, 2 adults, 76 for family
Pauline,
members.
that covers your question on Facebook.
Um, you can't make a request. You can make a request for 2 queens. Let me state that. You can always make a request. You have to know, and we do everything we can to accommodate it, but it's based on availability at the time you check in. And peak seasons and stuff, it's tough to accommodate that. There's no extra charge for the valley beds on the adult section at all. No, there's not an extra charge.
That's big. That's
Um,
big, everyone.
yeah,
That's
they're
huge.
huge. The TA rates, just so you guys know, they're normally May 1st to October 31st each year. For Costa Harris, May is booked. We have a holiday in there which you can't book. So just sharing that with you. Punta Cana, probably not. And I just want to suggest with you, Sunday through Thursday is best, but they are not available in our peak season, which is January. They're May through October.
So you got that,
Um,
Andrea, that covered
Yep,
yours
you
and someone
got
else.
that. Elegance. Yes, the bedding is always in the booking engine that you're looking at, fact sheets, whatever you'd like to look at. But whoever you're booking through, if you click on a category, it's going to tell you what the bedding is. If it's confirmed, or it'll say or king or queen. So that's always, it's on the website, but you guys should be booking us through your favorite tour operator.
So it's
Uh,
Mary Ann's question and Simone's, you're both covered.
All right. Yes, Caribbean Street is within walking distance of both it's just in between, literally, it's just a little street that separates the Majestic Colonial from the Majestic Elegance Punta Cana. Yes, very close. All the elevators are in the buildings. And yes, every one of our buildings have 4 or 5 floors. Yes. Swim up and swim out. There is a difference. And you'll have to look at the fact sheets or some photos. The swim out is where you walk to the pool that's right there. Okay. Swim up a little bit the same, but you'll have to look at the room category for that. The plunge pools are probably a little bit above your waist or whatever. They're not very deep pools at all. Family of 6. You'll have to look at, let me see that one. I didn't see that one. You cannot book anyone under 18 in the club section at all, period. It won't allow you, the booking engine won't allow you, period. So no, anybody under 18 must be booked in the family section. Yes, they're nice kids clubs at each of our properties. They're really nice. They're really, what I say, secluded, where you don't have to worry about the kids running off or anything. The parents can very well relax, and it has everything that the kids should need. The slides, the pools, the water fountains, the activities. They're very, very nice kids club. Right now, no. On that, when you're asking about noise, no, that is not a concern at all. They do very well with this chain. Again, it's family owned. And noise is not an issue, and it will be quite some time. We just now moving dirt. So no, that is not anything you need to worry about. We are very well in tune with that.
So that was for the Majestic Elegance. People are asking about
For
noise
the
because the new construction. So it's good.
Right. For the Majestic Elegance Coastal Harris, we have property on either side for growth, and we will be growing. If you're looking out in the ocean, it's to the right. If you're looking from the ocean, it's to the left. So yeah, that'll be our next build right there. Some news should be coming out pretty soon with that, some more details. When you say they get rooms that they booked at check-in, they can't get them. Number one, there's always a manager on duty. All right. Ask to speak to them if that's an issue. You always go through your tour operator that is your first point of contact. If there's any issues or problems, prior to them traveling, during travel, or after they're traveling, reach out to your tour operators, customer service for those. Anything, and you can always copy me if you need it escalated, or you need something, you're not getting something in a timely manner from the tour operator or somebody, you need to email your BDM directly. So that should happen. There's not a section right now under renovation. If we do renovations, it's going to be September, October, November, right in there. And it's just a section of rooms. Or they'll upgrade them to the Mirage or something like that. But
And that's for Punta Cana, right?
yeah, Punta Cana, exactly. And they really, like I say, it's family owned. They don't wait till these resorts need total renovation. They really do try to keep them up and keep them like I say, we couldn't claim the 5-star luxury if they did that. On the Asian wedding, you should have that flyer as spoiled agent. If not, Susan can let me know. But there's a flyer on that, and it's 2-sided. You can look at both. It explains all that. I will share something with you just on that note. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Our rates for the weddings is incredible. That's all I'm going to say. You can't touch it outside of Coastal Harris. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's how incredible the rates are for the different ceremonies that they have. Now you'll have to on these with they have a marriage certificate. Usually they have that, okay? You have to have the marriage certificate or license. And the reason I say that is because most people get married in the States and they have the symbolic ceremony in the destination. So, but you can ask that with our wedding department. And they will be more than happy to answer that. And any question to do with weddings, no matter what it is, goes through our wedding department, the info weddings email. Like I said, we have a professional wedding team and that's all they do. So any questions like that needs to go through them. On water sports, we don't have any electric or none of that's included. It's basically, we do have some different things there at the resort. You can look at the fact sheets that's included. You're right, in August and September. I cannot remember what it is. I want to say that it's the Elegance that's having some renovations, maybe the family section, and I believe it's cosmetic, you know what I mean? Decorative or something like that. Fernando's email is Francis, Francis at majestic-resorts.com.
Do you mind going back to
Francis.
that slide if that's okay? So they can all
Oh
take
yeah,
another
let's see it. Yeah, let me just click over here on it.
per.
Yeah, it's to the right there and I'll leave it up.
Sounds good. So the question, maybe we'll just read it out so everyone knows.
The question here is, when is Majestic Coastal Harris going to fix the swim up room category? Right now, the swim up, it's in a building 1 or 6. Those are not swim up or swim out. They actually have a plunge pool. That's a great question, and I am unable to answer that, but I can certainly, because Susan's going to provide me with these questions, I will certainly find out the answer, and I can probably post it on Facebook. Okay.
Perfect.
And I understand on this frustration about some people checking in and not getting the correct room category. Please advise your clients to please ask for a manager on duty. This is having to do with our check-in people that are checking people in. So we are aware of it. We're doing everything we can to solidify this. We have no idea why it's just all of a sudden occurred, but we do know that it is a training issue. So again, please make sure that they ask for a manager, and also let your tour operator know. Let me see if I can get through. The Facebook page, no, it's BDM's page where me, Fernando, and then Gabby has her own BDM for Canada page. So that's what we post on. We try to do it once a week, but sometimes it's a couple weeks. So that's that. And then yes, we have wedding packages for if no one comes to the wedding, okay? We
Oh,
do weddings, honeymoons. So please understand, you'll go through our wedding department and request any of that information. All that information is on Spoiled Agents portal too. Valley beds on the family side, no, there's no charge for those. All you have to do on Facebook is just put in Majestic Resorts and look for the Majestic Resorts page. Majestic Elegance Punta Cana page, all right? Because there's many of all kind of pages out there from our guests and everything, but if you want those, they're specifically that. Costa Mujeres, we have at least 6 in Punta Cana for the pickleball courts. Costa Mujeres, we do not have those set out yet. There are 4, but that's as many as we have.
do you mind going back to the Facebook page again? A couple are asking for that again, if you don't mind.
Am I here? Am I there?
Not yet. And just a couple were asking if this has been recorded because they came in a little late or had to get off early. Always, we record all of our sessions and it's going to be housed a little bit later. Give us some time today on Charla's page for Majestic Resorts. It's also on Facebook too, if you ever need to grab it again.
Do we offer bed sets for accessible rooms so that people can get into the king size bed? I'll need to ask that because I'm not aware that there's steps in the room. Okay, I'm not aware of that. You know what, there's something for everyone. Someone asked, what is our main competitor? You know, we're 5-star luxury, and we truly are all inclusive. So I just wanted to share with you what sets Majestic apart. You have to qualify your client to see what they need, because that's the whole point of it. You know, we don't have the big water parks, but what we do have is we accommodate families very well. So, no, you cannot request bed configurations online check-in. That's not what that's for. It's for restaurant reservations and a few other things. And if you have questions, yes, you can ask them at that time. Have no idea on the new property. I will take a guess, and this is a guess from Charla. This means nothing. I'm gonna say the first quarter of 26. That's just me. I got that nowhere, but that's just me. You have the free wedding information on your portal. It's a flyer, and that's on Spoiled Agent. The golf at the Majestic Elegance, again, if you go back to the flyer, and there is a golf flyer on the Spoiled Agent, that information is there for the Elegance and the Colonial. On the green fees, it depends on what family section or adult only section that you stay in. Flight packages are included when you book through a tour operator. You can book air, hotel, all of that.
But you
Let's
guys don't offer
see.
that directly, right? Just so they're clear.
We do not. We do
Okay.
not. We're not a tour operator, and we do not offer air. No. Again, and I encourage you to book through a tour operator. All of our beaches are swimmable. They're very beautiful. You know, certain times of the year you have some waves and stuff like that, but if we have seaweed or sorghum out there, it's able to be cleaned up. We do not have that type of issue, and we're very blessed about that. So, online check-in, you can't request beds. The basic wedding package is $1,250. It's the flyer that says free wedding, which means you can get all that basic wedding package free with the 105 room nights, ever how you get them. But a basic wedding with us is $1,250. We do not require a deposit to lock in a wedding date. No, we do not. We have 2 weddings a day, and that is it. So, but we have lots of weddings, 7 days a week we do. Our entertainment in Punta Cana and our teams are fabulous, not only with the kids and entertaining them, and to make sure, you know, they know when families and stuff are there, and they really try to do everything they can. But they're fantastic. Like I said, we have Facebook pages for each of our resorts, just from our resort. And then there's some others from some guest forums and all of that. So I hope I've answered most of your questions except a couple of them, and I'll get those. You can book, we have our own DMC, Destination Management Company, for transfers. It's called Go Majestic, one word, Go Majestic. And you can book transfers. And also we have them on site at our property for tours and things like that for your clients. And again, don't forget, we don't have timeshare or vacation clubs, so we won't be approaching your client.
And Marnie, actually, just to hook on to what you were saying, Marnie was saying transfers with the Majestic Mirage were super easy to book and reliable. Way to go, Marnie.
Yes,
So I
it
have
is. It's
another
really
question.
nice.
I have another question on Facebook. I believe it's going back to the Punta Cana properties, but
Uh-huh.
is there a casino on site? I know the answer, but I just thought I'd check.
Well, yes, we have the casino in Punta Cana. It's on Caribbean Street, and it's in between the Majestic Colonial and Majestic Elegance. And it is, it's more of a huge room, maybe a ballroom that you would say, that has whatever you can think of for a casino, that we have there. That's the casino. There is not a casino at the Mirage, but there's a lot of shared things with the Elegance, and also with the Colonial and the Majestic Elegance. And our armbands are a piece of shell, a piece of coconut, and they actually have your room. It opens your room, and if you needed to charge something to your room or whatever, you can do it from there. And everyone gets an armband, just depends on the color of how long they stay. So very nice, handmade, recyclable armbands,
And just another quick
and
question.
comfortable.
Oh, they're beautiful. And I can say before I go to this Facebook question, I've been to all 4 of your properties, and They're amazing. I love the wristbands. I like there's wood ones and everything. I love it. Our
Yep.
friend Sheila on Facebook is asking, are the wedding packages commissionable? So, and if a bride reached out to the resort with the wedding questions prior to their booking their group, will the commission still go to the agent? Very good question.
Okay. We do the wedding, you do the travel. Weddings are not commissionable. We have a professional wedding department. So I hope that answers your question. Like I say, if you don't do destination weddings, that's fine. Ask to quote it for your client. Let us handle it. Let us quote it. Let us handle that part. Our weddings are not commissionable. You book the travel, we handle the wedding.
And just another, couple more people have asked about this has been recorded. All of our sessions are recorded. It's all going to be housed on the Spoiled Agent Supplier page for Charla for Majestic Resorts, Canada and US. So make sure you take a look as well. Okay, I think we just have one more question if you want to take it there, Miss, and then we can wrap this
Which of the
up.
three resorts, it says, which of the three resorts in Punta Cana have the most land activities? Well, they all three, because we don't departmentalize all four of our resorts. They are the same. So to answer your questions on land activities, it just depends. Like I say, it depends on what your preference is, but if you're asking what tours and all that land activities they have, our DMC has whatever is in Punta Cana. We have those at each resort that you're able to book. And if you're asking what we provide as land activities, um, there's plenty, and they're the same across the resorts.
Okay.
Somebody says I'm looking on Facebook. There's nothing posted on the Majestic Resorts. Well, if you're speaking of this or something, that's not where this is going to be posted for. This is going to be on Spoiled Agent. So maybe Susan, you can explain on
Yeah,
that.
sure. So later
I'm not
on,
sure if you're talking about recording or what, but
sure. So later, right now it's live on the Canada Facebook. We're going to be also now doing this live on the US Facebook. So check for it there. But really, we want you to go and check, of course, later on today once we load it. We got to wrap this up, load it up. It takes time. And it's going to be on the supplier page for Charla's under Majestic Resorts on spoiledagent.com. So just give us a little bit of time, guys, because we're still live and everything will be posted later on this afternoon for you. So not to worry. Okay. And all the other past recordings are there too. So you can find them there. Amazing presentation. Thank you so much. Great, great job. And we really appreciate everything and all the spoiled agents for joining us. I know, Charla, you're traveling, you're on the go. So we really appreciate that as well.
no, thank you guys. And like I said, we're here for you. If you're not getting what you need something escalated, that's what your BDMs are for. We actually provide you with the contacts and all of that that you need for special requests, any of that. I will get with Susan and make sure that we have that list. A lot of it's in the fact sheets and all that, because knowledge is power for you agents. So, and please take a look at our travel agent rates. Come visit our properties. Come see us.
Wonderful. Thank you guys. Have a great day and take care and bye for now. Bye, everybody. Bye, Charla.
Bye, you guys.